Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Examined Life. And today what I want to talk about, I'm just going to do a really quick video about a most recent experience with someone that I suspect could be a narcissist. And even though this person is not a part of my life, it was just somebody I interacted with, but the amount of narcissistic behavior that they exhibited in their whole interaction makes me kind of think that they possibly could be a narcissist. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really officially, diagnose anybody with narcissism, but the narcissistic behavior I can definitely point out. So, this is the story. And about a month ago, I had bought a Cricut on eBay. A Cricut, for those of you who don't know, a Cricut is a cutting machine. It does like precision cutting. And you can cut out things like shapes and stickers and things like that on different types of material. So anyways, I bought this thing because I needed to use it for my business. And I win the auction. And the reason I bidded on this particular machine was because it had expedited shipping. Now, where I live in relation to the United States is, if you send anything standard or economical, it's going to take up to a month to get here. So, I needed it to be expedited because it would take forever. Anyways, what happened was I wait a few days for it to be shipped, which I'm not happy about because the turnaround time is like 24 hours, but she takes maybe 2 days to get it packed and shipped. And then when I see that the shipping expedited, not expedited, but the expected or estimated time of delivery, it shows almost a little over 2 weeks to get here. And I'm thinking, well, first of all, where I am, whatever they estimate it to be isn't usually what it's going to be. Okay. So I didn't quite know what to do because she had said expedited on the thing, which was the advertisement. I paid $63 for expedited shipping, and she sends it standard. And I was really kind of angry about that, but I figured if it doesn't arrive when it says it's going to arrive, I'm going to make a little stink about it, because you just charged me $63, damn it, So anyways, I already knew she didn't follow through on what she said she was going to do. Anyways, it was estimated to arrive on September 1st. So September 1st comes and it didn't arrive. Anyways, so I think that was a Saturday. Was this Saturday? Either way, it was a delivery day for the mail, and it didn't arrive. So at that point, I was going to call her out on it. So I emailed her back and I said, I want a refund on the shipping. Okay, because it's now the estimated date, and it's already past delivery times, and I paid $63 for expedited shipping, and that definitely was not expedited. So you misrepresented the fact that you were going to send it, how you were going to send it. Her response back is, well, I paid out of my own pocket, so I took it to the post office as opposed to printing the label from the website. So I took it to the post office and I paid out of my own pocket. Okay? So I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I thought I'd save a little money and send it economical shipping. Okay, first of all, you're saving money so you can keep it. You can keep that money, right? Is that what you're telling me? When I paid you $63, by the way, when the item came, it said flat out on the label $47. Okay, so she made a good at least $20. Okay, give or take. She made about $20 off of my paying her $63. Now, the thing was, I don't care whether she pays out of pocket or not. If you're going to say expedited, you send it expedited. So that was her response. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. And then I write back, I said, I don't care whether you paid out of your own pocket or not. Okay, I paid you $63 for expedited shipping and you didn't send it that way. I want a refund for the shipping. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so that now, I guess for her, those are fighting words. Because she writes back, she says, look, I said I was sorry for the inconvenience. Like she thinks that's okay. Okay, I'm in a rush, I got deadlines to do, and that's okay for her to make that judgment call when I paid her $63 for expedited shipping. So she comes back and she says, I said I was sorry for the inconvenience, and I don't do eBay as a business, okay? I just do it so I can put food on the table for my family. And I told her, my response back to her was I have a deadline to meet, and I made my appointments and deadlines around the fact when this cutter was going to come. Okay, I have clients waiting. I need my clients to put food on my table for my family. So, in other words, I just kind of turned it back on her and saying that you're not the only one with a family. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, that's the sympathy ploy, right? She wants me to have her sympathy for the fact, well, I'm painting my family with this. You know, was it a charity donation? Was that $20 a charity donation? Because if it was, I would have liked to known that. You know, that and everything. But no, you don't swindle me out of the $20 by downgrading the shipping. Okay, that's unethical, and you don't give me a choice. So I mentioned that to her, and I emailed her back, and I said, what was it? Yeah. Her response back to my response was, you know, I give you guys a bargain. I gave you a bargain, and you basically disrespect me. Okay, so she's claiming that I'm disrespecting her. Okay, first of all, you downgraded the shipping and you didn't even give me a choice or tell me about it or communicate it with me. You sold me one thing and then you didn't switched it out, and then you're saying that I'm disrespecting you? That's disrespectful to me, to lie to me and not giving me a choice and taking the difference, for pocketing the difference. Okay, I'm calling her out on her dishonesty, and she's claiming that I'm disrespectful to her. Okay, I hope you guys can see the narcissism in that. She's projecting things back at me and avoiding the fact that she pocketed the money. She doesn't fess up to it. She's trying to wiggle her way out of it and then turn it back on me, that I'm the one being unreasonable and I'm being disrespectful. Oh yeah, I guess I am being disrespectful because I don't respect your narcissism. Okay, I don't respect your sense of entitlement to my money. When you say one thing and then you turn around and you do something else. Okay, oh yeah, is that disrespectful? I guess it is, considering you're disrespectful to me. So she's trying to play the disrespectful card, right? I want you to notice now in these interactions back and forth that she's using every type of ploy not to take responsibility for her action. Now, yes, she did apologize, okay? But it doesn't, it's kind of like that saying, what's it saying? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. That type of thing. To where she's going to do it and then she'll apologize for it later. Okay? But the thing is, I told her, I have deadlines too. It's not just about you. I have deadlines too, in essence. I didn't say it quite like that, but that was what I was coming back at. And so she says, she gets angry now. Okay? And I told her, well, you need to give me I tell her, you need to give me a refund, okay, on the shipping, because you didn't send it expedited like you said you would. Simple as that. Let's keep it simple. She writes back, I don't know how to do that. Okay? I don't know how to do that through PayPal or eBay. I'm sorry. So I said, well, this is a good learning opportunity for you. If you're going to work on eBay and, and sell stuff online, it's time for you to learn. So you can either Google it, you can call eBay, and maybe they can help you walk you through it. Okay, I took away her excuse now. Okay, but it's time for you to learn the ropes. That's what I told her. I should have run the response back. She gets all angry. And then she says, you know what? I'll just simply refund you the whole thing. Just send it back when you get it. I don't need to be disrespected. And I told her, I wrote it back. I said, you overcharged me and you're claiming I'm disrespecting you? And then she comes back and she laughs. She goes, ha, yeah, right. I overcharged you. So that was the cheapest. You'll never find another bargain on one of those cutters cheaper than the one that I was selling you. Okay, number one, it had nothing to do with the price of the item. It had to do with the shipping. So she dodges the question. She dodges it. Okay, she brings it back to the shipping of the item, which has nothing to do with this, what the topic is about, really. Okay, I'm not complaining about the price of the item. I told her I'll pay you that, and that you're just going to refund me the shipping because you didn't send it expedited. I paid it for expedited shipping. You didn't send it that way. Okay, you pocketed the money of the difference. That's dishonest. And in the story, there's nothing to discuss. Now, if you want to give me a partial refund, for the difference that you took away, then okay, fine, do it that way. Whatever, but you're not going to take money from me and do a bait and switch like that and have me not call you out on it. Okay? Now, the fact that and then she comes back and she talks about, you people on eBay all are a bunch of blah, 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 blah. I don't remember what she said, but again, she's lumping me in with a group of people, which tells me she's done this before with others. So this is a pattern. And she's really basically, confessing this to me. When she says, you people, I'm not the only one. That's an admission that I am not the only one who is experiencing this with her. And it's not her, it's all of us. Okay, I hope you see it, how delusional that is. And how she's not capable of looking at herself. It's everybody else. Everybody else is the one with the problem. Not me, right? And she dodges she doesn't address the situation. She comes up with an excuse as to why it was justified to do it. And it's like, okay, I understand that you have, you need to put food on your family's table, but so do I. So it's okay for you to take money from me to put to put food on your family's table? It's okay for you to take money from me and to take food off of my family's table to put it on yours. That's okay? Is that right? So anyways, so what she does is the next day, the item, what she says to me is, I'll just simply refund you the whole thing and you just simply return it. I don't want to do business with people like you. So I want you to see how charged these emails were, emotionally charged. She's taking everything personally. And so I just wrote back, why are you so defensive? All I did was ask for you to refund the shipping. But anyways, so she doesn't want me to have the item now. So it goes from one extreme to the other, okay? The fact that there's these black and white, everything's black and white with this woman, okay? That's a big red flag right there that this is narcissism. Everything's black and white. If you can't, we can't do it this way. We can't work anything out, and go to hell. Basically, is what she's telling me. You send back that thing, and I'll refund you. So what she does is she refunds me before I send the thing back. So the thing arrives the day following, and it was weekend at that point, so I couldn't. I wasn't there to receive it, or I would have refused it. But it came. I put it. I kept it till over the weekend, and then I wrote refused on it. And then she goes, so I take it to the post office, and I just sent it back. But I took a picture of the label of the that she had actually mailed it for $47 as opposed to the $63 that I had paid for. Okay, so I called up eBay and I told them that, and I told them the whole 9 yards. And they looked at the record and they go, yeah, you know, she definitely should have refunded you the shipping on that, because that's not what she sent. And I took a picture of the label before I sent it back, just in case there was any problems. But when the item came, eBay said, well, because she refunded you, technically the whole case is closed. There's nothing that we could do either way. So technically she's kind of screwed herself. But being the honest person that I am, and technically I really just didn't want, you know, I could have probably kept it, but I just didn't want to be linked to this person in any way, because I just wrote refused, and then on the next working business day I took it to the post office and I sent it back. And it was an inconvenience for me to go to the post office, but you know, just to bring closure to it. So anyways, now I'm thinking this is it. Refuse it, right? Everything's over. Oh no, this is a narcissist. So anyway, she sends me but 2 days later or so, I get an email from her, and she says, you need to send my machine back. I had already sent it back. She says, you need to send my machine back, or I'm gonna report you. And I wrote back, okay, I mean, the thing was already in the mail at that point, but I wrote back, I says, yes, I wrote refused on the package, and it's going back to you the same way that it came. So it's going to go, you know, it's going back to slow boat to China the way. So if it takes forever to get to her, well, that's her problem, because that's the way she sent it. And I figured that was it. Okay, sent it back, refused it, blah 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 blah. No. This is a narcissist. So what happens is she sends me, and after I send her that message, she has to have the last word, by the way. I mean, obviously, of course, why send me another message, right? So this is what she says. The last message to me. She says, good. This is in response to the fact that I sent it back. She says, good. Now lose my email. She says, I'm not going to deal with people like you anymore. I'm going to Amazon and sell my stuff there where I can be respected. Okay, first of all, Amazon has a heck of a lot more restrictions than eBay ever has or ever will in relation to selling your crap on there. And they're not gonna allow you to do that kind of crap with the shipping. So on the one hand, I'm thinking, I don't really believe that she's gonna go over to Amazon, because I don't think Amazon's not gonna put up with that kind of shit. And secondly, she's just gonna turn around and go back on eBay and sell it again and do the same hocus pocus that she's doing, bait and switch and whatever. You know, she's not gonna stop. She just needed to take a jab at me. Okay, so that's basically what it was. Very narcissistic. It was childish, narcissistic behavior on her part. But I found it quite funny, you know, I mean, in the grand scheme of things. But I wanted to comment on it and do this video so that you could actually see or hear about narcissism in action. And how, I mean, it was just a small interaction where I never actually met this person. But the fact that every email back to me in the interaction was emotionally charged, totally taking everything personally, paranoia, you know, you people on eBay, like all of us are all against her, you know. She does something wrong, she's not willing to fess up with it, she sits there and tries to justify it. She does the bait and switch. She advertises one, and and it's very clear to me that, you know, if she's been selling at least a little bit online for a while, that she picked up on, oh yeah, I can overcharge on the shipping. And yeah, there's a lot of people who do, unless you call them out on it. Some people will complain, some people won't. But considering the amount of money that was involved, I felt justified in complaining. I didn't take anything personally, okay, but I wasn't about to let her try and weasel her way out of taking responsibility for what she did. Now, you may say, well, that was nice of her to do a total refund on the thing, but she did the total refund so that she wouldn't have to be held accountable by eBay. Okay, it wasn't like she was being good and nice and everything like that. No, she got caught doing with her little hand in the cookie jar, and she wanted to weasel her way out of it. So she did it by taking a total loss on the machine. Technically, yes and no. I mean, she could have taken, if I had kept the machine, which according to eBay, I would have been in my rights to do that, because once she refunded me, there was no reason for they couldn't do anything about it at that point, because they refunded me. I wouldn't have had to have actually returned the machine, but I did, okay, because that's the way I am. And but she, rather than be caught or have any witnesses through any paper trail or anything like that she had cheated me out of that $20 or so, she refunded me the whole amount to make herself look good, so that, well, so-and-so couldn't complain that I didn't refund them. Yeah, but the reasoning for her refunding wasn't altruistic. It was so that she wouldn't get caught. Okay, better to refund the whole thing than to get caught. Okay, so that's pretty much what it came down to. So, that's my narcissistic encounter for my most recent narcissistic encounter with a new narcissist, I guess you could say. I still have some of my old narcissists in my life, but I found it quite amusing. And I think for those of you who are watching that, you should keep when you're dealing with the ones that are sort of like come across your path, handle it with a little bit of humor and seeing the silliness of their behavior, and don't let it get you down. These are people who out there who are delusional, they're self-absorbed, they're childish, and ultimately it will be to their own detriment in the long run. I say fight the good fight, people, and stay vigilant. And it's really time for us to hold narcissists accountable and stop making excuses for them and stop being their enablers. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And if this video has helped you, or any other of the videos I put up help you, please share them with people. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.